And so today I'm going to be continuing with the let me see album reviews. So today I'm going to be talking about the Kinks. So the Kinks were an English rock band who formed in London in 1962. The band's original lineup composed brothers Ray Davies on lead vocals, rhythm guitar, and Dave Davies on lead guitar vocals. Pete, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Quaife on bass, and Mick Avery, I believe, Avory on drums and percussion. So the Kinks, like I said, they formed in it was like I said, 1962 in London, England. I believe it might have been the same year the Rolling Stones, I believe, formed the same year, 62, I believe. In England as well, London, I believe the same year. But yeah, the Kinks had a lot of big hits. I found this band here. So I'm going to be talking about this. Will be their 16th studio album. I'm going to be talking about. So on here, Ray Davies is on lead and backing vocals, guitar and keyboards. Dave Davies is on lead guitar, backing vocals, or backing and harmony vocals. He was on lead vocals for one song and co-lead for another one. John Dalton is on bass guitar except for one song on this album. John Gosling is on keyboards and backing vocals. Mick Avory is on drums and percussion. So I'm going to be talking about this. Will be their, like I said, 16th studio album, Sleepwalker. This was released on February of 1977. So this album here is a rock album. Definitely, I found it was a really great album. So it starts off with Life on the Road. Even before I get into that, let me show the inside. Let me show you the inside of it. Oh, there's the band there. And the first big hit the Kinks ever had, I believe, was in 1964 with You Really Got Me. Which I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was their first big hit in 64. And then 14 years later, I think it's 78, Van Halen covered that, kind of gave it a little heavy metal, hard rock, heavy metal twist to the cover. There's the back. Kind of gave it a like a heavy metal, hard rock twist to a classic rock song, which done an amazing job on doing so. So going back to this album here, so it starts off with Life on the Road, Mr. Big Man, which I believe that song there, that song there, I think it said, let me see, oh, it wasn't that song. It said, yeah, John Dalton wasn't on bass, except that song there. I guess he didn't play on bass for that one. After that is Sleepwalker, Brother, Jukebox Music, Sleepless Night, Stormy Sky, Full Moon. And the very last song is Life Goes On. I found it was a great rock album. Anybody that is a fan of the Kinks, they had a lot of big hits. I say, through the 60s, definitely through the 70s, they had quite a bit big hits with the song Lola, which that came out 1970. That was another big hit of theirs. Definitely great album. I found this was a really great album. But yeah, like the style of music they played was a mixture between kind of like rock, because they were never like a hard rock band, just a rock band. Also, I believe, then they kind of had that kind of style of pop, I guess, as well, a little style of pop in with their music. And then, like in the 80s, I believe, what was another song they released in the 80s? There was another song they released in the 80s that I believe it was called Come Dancing, which that was more kind of like pop than ever. But it also was like another big hit of theirs. So it says here, the singles that came off this album was Sleepwalker, which was released as a single on March 18th of 1977, and Jukebox Music also was released as a single on June 10th of 1977. But yeah, I found it was a great album. Here's the inside again. But yeah, they have like so many studio albums. It's unbelievable. Like I said, this was their 16th studio album. But yeah, they got a lot of albums here. But what a great album. I'll go through the songs again, then I'm going to finish it off. So it starts off with Life on the Road, Mr. Big Man, Sleepwalker, Brother, Jukebox Music, Sleepless Night, Stormy Sky. After that is Full Moon. Very last song is Life Goes On. And it was a great, like I said, this album here was just straight rock. The whole album was straight rock, I found. Like I said, this band here, like I said, the 70s, it was rock, and then I found later, maybe like in the 80s, definitely when they had that song, which might have been the first big hit in the 80s, Come Dancing, which I found that was a little, it was definitely a great song, but it was more pop than ever, I found. But there's the back again. But what a great album this is. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you so much for every single one of you supporting me. I got one more to do, and thank you so much, and let me know what you think down in the comments, and have a good day, and see you around, and bye.